that. See those mountains now? They're beautiful. It looks like you can reach out and touch them. It's crazy. Anyway, this place out here is called Mount Tabor. This graveyard church. I know the roof got, and the bell got blew off this church out here in a tornado. So. If you have a trouble with a high school head, he's giving you the blues. Here it is, Mount Tabor Road. Oh, shoot. I may fill up with gas today while it's cheap. There's I got 15 cents a gallon off over there. I got a little gas visit thing, and where I bought groceries and stuff. And I'm gonna probably go over and get it. So be probably about $1.40. I know some places are saying it's 99 cents. I've not seen it. Here's where I'm going. This church right here. See, the mountains are beautiful. See, they're pretty. Mount Tabor Church. Let's see, and I'll pull in here and I'll walk down in the graveyard. So that's where I want to go. I don't want to park in the road, so I'll park here and go down that way. Oh man. I'm gonna turn this off while I'm. Okay, well, I visited the graveyard and I took video, took pictures. Now I am going to the other one. It looks like my dash cam's mounted a little crooked, but I can't help that. Oh well, let's have to live with it. I can't. It's a homemade deal, so it's working. So we'll just leave it the way it is and see how it turns out. I mean, I'm pretty computer literate, but man, I'd love to be able to green screen and do all that fancy stuff, but I don't know how. I really never tried to learn, or I could probably do it, you know. So, like I said, I'm pretty computer literate, so I could probably do it. I want to go out this way and go and hit another road to take me over to the road I want to go to instead of going backtracking, because I'm pretty sure I can go out here and turn right at the end of this road and it'll take me where I want to go. But there's the graveyard, and that's so much for that. I got video on my flip camera of it. I'll have to do some video editing when I get home and put it all in my Vegas. Let me see what road this is. That's Rambo Road. Yeah, this takes me, I believe, back over here where I want to go. This is one of them. Anyway, that house there was built probably not long after the tornado, so I'd say somebody's built, their other house got demolished and they built that one there on the left. I don't know if you can see it. This takes me out to the main road to where I want to go, so let's see, Rambo. I'm trying to think if this wasn't the road my cousin had her mobile home on, and her mom both almost got killed. They only had like a wall or two left, Seemed to me like it was right in here. I may be off. I can't remember. I wouldn't know it now because that house there's been built since I've been out here. I'll tell you that. I couldn't tell you now because that night it tore everything up. And just coming out here, it was a mess. So I don't really have a big memory of where I'm going. This is Bishop Loop. Try to figure out where this is going to take me. I might have was supposed to turn off back there. I don't know. So I don't know. We'll find out. I might have to turn around and go back. Let's see. These roads here I've not really been on a whole lot. But if I lived out here, I wouldn't have a mobile home out here. Not that there's anything wrong with a mobile home. I just wouldn't have one out here. Because, man, when it comes a windstorm out here, it's a windstorm. It ain't something little. It's pretty good. If it's a good, you know what I mean? If it comes a bad storm, you're going to get some wind out here. And I mean bad wind. Not just some little breeze. I'm talking 60, 80 mile an hour winds that's on just a minor storm. So, and I don't know what it is about this area. It may have something to do with the mountains or whatever, I don't know. I know that night I was watching the weather and it was just like tornado popping up here, popping up there. The weather guy just was blown away by it, just how many tornadoes there was. Just it was like it kept popping up on the radar. Well, I'm not sure where I'm going, but I may turn around and go back. I know all roads lead to somewhere. That's what my brother says. Can't get lost, he said. All roads lead to somewhere. I'm like, yeah, but you still gotta know where you're going. Right on. This should take me out to where I want to go, but who knows? I'll eventually get somewhere where something looks familiar. This is some crooked roads like a dog's leg. I want to go hiking so bad. I want to go to Margarita Falls and take my camera. I think I can make that hike. It's, I don't know, what's a couple miles? A lot of it's uphill. Put my boots on and go. Take my pistol. Never know what you're going to run into. I guess I'll be like Joe Exotic, start carrying my pistol everywhere I go. The Tiger King. Has anybody watched The Tiger King on Netflix? I watched it on Fire Stick, but it's on Netflix, but I watch everything on Fire Stick, Now what's this road? It don't even have a name. Shoot. That's Bishop Loop. This has got to be Ricker or Rambo Road 1. Who knows? I'll get there. I always got my GPS. Let's see. Let me do that. Let's see. Oh, I think this is it out here, maybe. Let's see. Maybe this is it. And the road clean out of sight. Let's see. I believe where am I at here? What's that road there? This is Bishop. Oh, that's Ricker Road. Okay. I can go back this way. That's Rambo. This is Ricker. One of these will bring me out over here where I want to go. So can always GPS myself out of here, but I don't want to use it unless I have to. Oh boy. I know sometimes this camera, I need to go into the settings on it, on my dash cam and figure out. A lot of times I'll be recording, and then when I go into my computer, I can't find the recording, and I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Don't make no sense whatsoever. Yeah, this takes me out here where I got an old girlfriend lives here somewhere, but she's married and everything now, but that's from way back in the 80s. But still, I run in, see her every now and then, and I talk to her, but say hi to her, and that's about it. Yeah, I know where I'm at now, pretty much. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think she lives right there. Yeah, I'm pretty almost positive she lives there. Got a big old pond behind her house. She did well. So, I worked with her, and we worked in the factory, and you can't work with somebody you're having a relationship with. I don't care who you are, unless you're just lucky. It just don't work out. Yeah, this is where I'm going, because this takes me by the old Rambo tractor place, which ain't open no more, I don't think, but it's right here on the left. They still do something there, right here, this little place on the left. They got a concrete mixer out there. And my old buddy Ricky that lived out here, old Ricky used to throw some big parties, pig roast or whatever. There'd be 100 people out here. He passed away about a month ago. Really a good guy. Me and him worked together for 11 years. And yeah, I hadn't been in contact with him very much, over the years. So, of course, but I always seen him. If I seen him, I'd say he lived right there on the left. Good fella. He liked his beer, and he liked his bluegrass music. Oh man, he loved that bluegrass music. Let me tell you. Yep, old Ricky did. He was a good guy. See, Taylor and them played their show out here at, I think I put video up of that, I'm not sure, but it was a mountain campground. They did that Brojo music festival, and which I don't think it was much of a success. I mean, there were several people there, but it wasn't as big as they thought it would be. But I may have already passed the little road that goes to that. There's this, right there where that water tower is, that's spring water, okay? I think right here's where you turn to go to the mountain campground. It is. That's where they had the road right there on the left. But that piece of property back there with the water tower, my dad, when he was younger, he had a chance to buy that. And then it turned into a gold mine because they're selling spring water off of it by the hundreds of gallons. I mean, and it's still, that water never runs out. It's coming out of those mountains up there, and it's good water. Anyway, my grandpa, my dad grew up right here in this house on the left, but it's been remodeled several times. That's where my dad grew up. And this old store here that says Gentry Store, they've got it fenced off, looks like. Part of the foundation of the old store is still there, which is called, it was called Scott Filler's Store, and it was my grandpa's. And you could get out there and walk around, you can see part of the old foundation. But that's it right there. That's that used to be Scott Filler's Store, which was my grandpa. And if I get time, I'll take you to one more place and show you another place that's pretty crazy. So I'll show you something else. Birds Bridge, that's what it's called. I'll show you something if it's still there. I may not make it there today, but I'll make it on one day. But yeah, I'm almost out here at the cemetery. Oh, in preschool. They even got a medical clinic out here now. They're getting up in the world. I just want to come out here and visit the gravesite. So I love coming in. My old cousin Harold, he lived about a mile up here on the left. Loved him to death. Man, I could talk to him for hours and hours about stuff. He knew how to do everything. He knew how to make moonshine. He knew how to do honey, bees. And he knew all about gardening, all the tricks of the trade. And he was a smart fella. I mean, just one of them guys you could sit and talk to for hours. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off up here at the graveyard.
302.
Well, I'm driving again. Trying to call somebody back. Dummy won't answer. I don't know what's wrong with him. Let's see. Try it again here. Oh. Come on, dude. Answer the phone. And she rolled clean out the side. Well, he ain't gonna answer the phone, shit. Said he had T-Mobile, and it sucks. So I don't know where people get them something decent. Let me try this. See if I can get it. Messenger. Let's call him back on it. Let's see.
Hey,
I can't get you on the phone, man.
I was trying. Okay, alright.
I'll see you, Rick.
Alright, thank you, Steve.
All right, bye. Can't keep up with everything everybody asking me. So I wanted to show you something out here. This is there's a bridge out here to the left. It's called Birds Bridge. Goes across the river. Hey, there's a car parked. Somebody's out here fishing. But there's a crack in this bridge unless they fixed it in the wall. If I can find it, but something tells me it's been fixed. I don't know, but it was out here on this end. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. I think. Ooh, wait a minute. Let's see. It's been fixed. But anyway, that corner of that bridge right there, the concrete. Anyway, before they fixed it, my dad and his brother, they had took that baby, my mom and dad's first baby, to Nashville because they couldn't do anything. It was born with a water head, and they couldn't do anything with it here. So they took it to Nashville, and it died down there. And my mom, I think she was there too. The baby died, and my dad and his brother was bringing it back, and it was in the back seat in a little crate or whatever, and to bury it. And ever how they did it back in the 40s. But they had the baby in the back seat in this little box or whatever, coffin, I don't know. And my uncle, I think, was driving, my dad's brother. and he hit the corner of that. He fell asleep and hit the corner of that bridge there, and it had a big crack in it. And it was there forever. And I've not been out here in so long. But anyway, that crack was in that bridge for years and years. And they fixed it now, though. But anyway, it's just something a little story I wanted to tell about it. Back there at the county police. They probably pull people over and ask them what the hell they're doing out running around today. You're supposed to be home doing social distancing. Well, I am. I've distanced myself from everybody today. Oh, Lord. It's rad. Anyway, there's Kinser Park. There's a big log house over there that I built a chimney on and a fireplace, and it's in the breezeway. It's like part of it's like an open breezeway in a house, and that's where the fireplace is. So it's crazy, but can't get to it. I have to drive over and show you. But it went up about 8. The chimney went up about 8 or 9, 10 feet, and then it started drawing in. And it was 8 feet wide, and I drew it into 4. You know, stepped in a little at a time, all the way up until it got 4 foot, and then went straight up. It really turned out nice. It evidently was okay. I never heard anything back. It evidently worked. Built the firebox, put the damper on, built the smoke shelf. There's a lot to building a fireplace. You got to fill them. Honestly, if you build a fireplace, a real fireplace, it needs to be full all the way up. The chimney does. And then when you put your flue liners on your smoke shelf, you should put a double run of brick around it and mud it in. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You get a fire in there, and there's a crack in there anywhere. That fire, little spark can get out and get on a piece of wood and set your house on fire. So I always made sure when I build a fireplace that, you know, when I got it up there, I kept it mudded and kept it full, because, you know, there's a lot of waste that goes down in one of them. But you better be safe than sorry. I can tell you that right now. Better be safe than sorry. My adventures is over with for today. I'm probably going to go walk when I get home. I might eat a little something and then go walk. It got cold last night. I think it's supposed to get cold tonight, but it's warmed up today. It feels pretty good. Yeah, I enjoy walking. I try to get a mile or mile and a half. I didn't walk yesterday because the wind was blowing hard and it was cold. So I didn't even. But I did mow my yard. I went to start my lawnmower and it wouldn't start. And I'm like, what's wrong? It wouldn't even click or anything. So I took the seat off. The battery cable, the negative post cable was broke completely off the battery. And I'm like, how'd that happen? So I took the end off of it there, And I had some battery, well, they weren't really battery cable ends, but I made it work. And some of those little fittings, you know, like you put a wire up on them and squeeze them. Instead, I soldered mine. And used a little hand torch and some solder and soldered it up. That way, maybe it won't come apart, hopefully. And the rotating out of sight. Deep into the mountains, everything turned away. Give us what you need, give us what you need now. I don't know how good my camera's doing, but I hope it's doing okay. I guess y'all heard me ramble on enough. She got to ramble on. Yeah. Moving on. Yeah. Yep. Mercedes, everybody. Some dude out there taking care of his cattle. Well, I'll tell me a big old beef cattle about ready to take in, get slaughtered up, and have me some big ribeyes and some filet mignons, T-bones, sirloins, grind up 100 pounds or 120 pound of ground chuck or ground beef or ground sirloin. That'd be good. Friggin' sirloin burger. Sometimes I think just ground beef is better than ground chuck. You know, it's got a better taste to it or something. I don't know. Throw me a couple of burgers on the George Foreman grill. Boom. They're done in just a few minutes. I can't believe how good them things will cook your food up pretty quick. And it rolls clean out of sight. I found something that's good to clean it with. Very Clorox cleaner spray in the green bottle. You put spray it on and let it sit a minute and it'll take all that stuff off. And of course you take your clean wet rag and wipe it off too. Dry it and then we'll wipe it off again. Make sure it ain't got no Clorox on it. Oh Lord. You don't want to die of Clorox poisoning. So, give us what you need, give us what you need. Man, I did sleep good last night. I'll tell you for once. I think I slept about 6 hours before I woke up. That's pretty much a record for me these days. I'm not the best in the world at getting much sleep, but as I've gotten older, it's wore me down. Sleep patterns wore down some. Not near what it was. No, that's good. Oh man. Rolling out of sight. I guess I was supposed to go there. I don't know. I think I beat them. First come, first served, right? Somebody's messaging me. Local news, U.S. nitrogen to conduct emergency something. Yeah, right. Don't trust them birds. Magnum PU. Started playing a stupid game on Facebook called Thug Life. And every time somebody goes on there and raids your territory, you get a friggin' message. I'm like, man, I wish I hadn't started playing this. I might just start blocking it and quit playing it. It's like really addicting once you get started. You got to build your little things up and level up. Just boom, 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 and then somebody comes along and steals all your money, then, you know, it gets more expensive each time you go up. But I moved up the ladder pretty quick. I only played it for 2 days. So I told this woman that I was gunning for her. She's in first place. I moved from like nothing up to like 12th. Now I don't know how many people, but moved along pretty good. It's crazy. Thug life. Guys, I want to ask you something. What do you think? Is a pawn shop an essential business? They're open. I just wondered because a guy down in the country there, I don't know if I talked about it in that. He had his bar open and he had like 10 people in there, and the cops went in there and shut him down. But they haven't bothered anyone else. I mean, is a golf place that like it sells golf clubs, is that an essential? Is a car wash essential? I mean, there's a car wash over here. It's got like 5 employees that don't pay nothing. You don't pay them nothing. The guys work for $5 an hour. I think he pays them $40 a day. And he's open. I mean, is that essential? But yet they drive down there 20 miles down the country, and they go in there and close the guy down, and they ticket him, or, you know, whatever. That's wrong in my opinion. I don't want to say no more, because I've got friends that are open, and they got a business. You know, it just ain't right. You know, to send some guy out, one guy, for some reason they send him out. Okay, gas $1.57, they get 15 cents on it, so which ain't too bad. So it'll be $1.42. That's what it's gonna cost me. $1.42. $1.42. That ain't bad. That is not bad at all. I'll take that deal anytime. Sure will. I mean, I've got a half tank, but I'm going to go ahead and fill up before I lose my gas visit. Everybody turn to gold. Oh, yeah, here we are. Food City Gas and Go. Sure can't tell this place is on lockdown. Look at this grocery store. Everybody's got their mask on. I've yet to wear one, so I might be sorry. I don't know. I'm just not buying all the bull crap, so that's just me. So I ain't got enough money to buy all the bullshit. I don't even watch the news anymore. They can't tell the truth. What's the use of watching it? I don't know who to believe. Yeah, they want to tell you everybody died of the coronavirus when somebody dies, but they They don't tell you they're in a nursing home and they're in bad, sick, already about to die. And they already talked to doctors that they got a letter or memo from the World Health Organization that said, go ahead and put down they died of coronavirus. So there's I shouldn't say coronavirus. I think it'll get me deleted off Facebook or off of YouTube. But there's no way of really knowing the real death. So the real death count, put it that way. So anyway, that's my theory.